Okay, here we go. I am back at it, building more town, just realizing I forgot to plug in my close-up cam. Let's see. I just plugged you in. Or is that the USB port that doesn't really work right? Come on. Turn on. Let's deactivate, activate. Here we go. Okay. I got a new desk lamp today. It is flickering more than I expected, and a lot more than I expected. It's a little LED thing that I got from Staples. By more than I expected, I mean I wasn't expecting it to flicker at all. So I'm going to keep painting the Tau battle suits that I've got. I also got some extra paints. I realized what I was doing. There were some bits where I was essentially dry brushing, and I realized that it would be better to do that if I had some dry. I also got some corn red base, some Astro Wrath red, and some Sterling Battle Mire. Gonna use the Battle Mire to base these. The corn red is for lava. I'm gonna mix it with the Jacairo orange and maybe a little bit of the Iriel yellow, which is a layer. Are you still under there? Oh no, there you are. So my room's a mess. I'm just gonna move this camera just a moment so that you can see this tiny cat being a goof, hiding herself away. She hears things that lurk in the walls and likes to go try and fight them. She's a sweetie. Okay, so I'm still painting these battle suits. Right, I wanted to also use, not lead belcher, here it is, Basilicanum Gray on some of the joint pieces. Base, shade. Another contrast paint. Yeah, actually, painted a lot of stuff with red that I did not actually want to paint with red. Paint all around here. So the armor plates are going to stay red. And then these are going to change to Basilicanum Gray. I'm going to keep the toes red, I think. I like the toes being red. And I'm going to get these joint pieces, but not the guns. I think I may need to up my camera just a little bit. Yeah, this thing is flickering a lot. It was clearance. I'm just still a tiny bit annoyed. this. These two. These, like, power pack looking bits. Why is it flickering like this? I do not understand it. Doing a devilfish? I do not have a devilfish. I have my friend sent to me, and an extra box of Pathfinders that I just bought today. So I'm just gonna go over these again in gray. Having an actually good light shows where I got sloppy much better. Even if it is flickering and driving me nuts. I don't know if anyone of you can see the flicker, but it is. And I'll just try and get some in on the... Yeah. That should be good. Let that dry while I do the next one. Hey, Olivier. Yeah, crisis suits don't have as much. They're much smaller suits. I'll repaint that bit with red later, probably. Just gonna try and get these inner. Cool. And I think I'm gonna do lead belcher on the guns. Oh, I think I did still miss some. Yes. There we go. Kind of mix with these. Crisis suits a... I can't remember what it's called. I also forgot to put out live notifications anywhere. Let me just drop those real quick. Why did it do that? There. This one's a Tau Commander. This one, and this one are Crisis Suits. This one is a Broadside. I remembered what it was called. Yeah. Looking at this under better light, I'm very unhappy with how the paint came out. At first, but I think I'll be able to fix it. Shouldn't be too hard to fix at all, actually. I'm not going to bother trying to get in there. It's close enough. Look at that. Okay. Now this one. Oh dear. I did a very uneven job on his red. He's gonna need another paint over. Nice to actually be able to see what I'm doing, though. Instead of, like, borderline guessing due to lighting issues. Cool. And where did I leave that box of tissues? I thought it was over here. Are you comfy there, Inga? Hi. Hi, Bitey Butt. Hey, Gray. It's okay. Where the hell is my box? Oh, there it is. It's under my box of minis that I have boxed up to keep the cat away from. She's not super interested in them, but they get in her way enough that she may cause problems with them. Cool. More familiar with Necrons and Drukhari? Yeah, I like Garden Tao. This is caught on something. Oh, it's now. My headphones are now under the box of minis. I have a very cluttered room. How did my headphones get caught around that? I have a very cluttered room. Let's see, medium base brush. Yeah, large base brush. Yeah, large base brush will work. Got some lead belcher out. Oh dear, this kind of sealed itself. Use a lot of lead belcher. I have an old chisel here. I don't know why I have an old chisel here, but I have one, and that's what matters right now. The Genarian 99th. Doesn't everyone? Everyone's favorite regiment. Okay. That's my phone. Oh, well. Definitely nothing important. Nobody calls my phone. It keeps going. It's across the room, I don't care. I think they left a voicemail. That's the house phone. I think I might matte gray the ends of these, but I don't think. I think that's going to be it. Oh, and this one's got another couple of guns. I think these are fusion guns. So essentially Melta. So I played my first game of Big 40K today. It was interesting. I lost. It was Imperial Guard versus Death Guard. You can probably guess which one I played. My Scions, I've learned a couple of things. I've learned that I want a lot more boys than I had. So I've revamped my list with less artillery and like 2 more infantry squads. Changed all of the plasma gun squads that I had to hotshot volley gun squads, because I found out that there is a volley gun tactic that there is a tactic for all hotshot weapons that adds an additional 1 strength to them for everything within half range. So all I got to do is get a bunch of volley guns within 12 inches and then pour out 16 strength 5 shots, and that melts everything. The only thing that can survive it is Death Guard. And Melta is just something you shouldn't bother with, ever. Okay. Now, last time I made the mistake of using a base paint to do the edges, which I should not do. I got the orange, or I used the base paint because it is a... where's my layer brush? It is the only orange I had, but it occurred to me more recently that yellow on red, right? Yellow on red is orange. So I'm going to try this on the one that I haven't screwed up yet. It comes out looking... that's way more yellow than I want. I want something more orange. Try... What if I try that lighter red that I just got? No, that's also a base. I'll just keep using... I'm going to keep using the Jaquero orange. Tank would like to disagree with that statement. Which one? That Melta's bad? It's just that, like, I'd prefer volley guns, because volley guns are amazing. Also, Melta gets 1 shot. Imagine not playing HL2 right now. Half-Life 2? I should get around to it. Yeah, this one's coming out much better. There aren't any games, any Citadel orange layer paints, and that frustrates me. There should be. Unless there are, and they're named something really stupid. Which is also incredibly possible. Anyone else run Farsight Enclave? I know some people do. They run those for, like, mech-heavy armies. I run Sasiasept. This light was a good investment. Wait. Fire Dragon Bright is a Citadel orange layer. Okay. But yeah, Tau Breachers are the same as the Fire Warriors kit. They can be built either way. Don't run Breachers. Breachers are bad. For troops, just Fire Warriors. Regular Fire Warriors are really good, cheap troops. They pull their weight. The problem with Breachers is that the Breacher gun requires you to get way too close. If you're close enough to be hitting, to be making good use of the Breacher gun, you're too close to the enemy as Tau. At least that is my knowledge from Kill Team, and I've heard that there is similar problems in Big 40K. But regular Fire Warriors, they pull their weight really well. Yeah, always take pistols with Fire Warriors. If the enemy is in range, then so are you. Yep. Yeah, and the whole advantage of Tau is the enemy is in range and you are not. So giving up your range advantage to take Breachers is never a good trade. You are really fucking up your army. I also recently found out about Knight's change to Overwatch, making it a stratagem so you can only use it once per turn, and I hate that. Or once, yeah. I hate playing 40k with siblings. I do not have siblings who play 40k, so I can't attest there. I'm gonna start playing against my cousin, though. I want to see how that goes. But I did play my first game of Big 40k earlier today. I lost. I learned that I really do need to be taking more troops in my list and fewer big guns. Even like plasma guns really do work best sprinkled on regular troops because they are high strength. They are a consistent, putting them on your regular troops allows you to spread them out across the board quite a lot to do a lot of damage and also have them hold objectives. You drop hotshot volley guns behind their lines and totally fuck them over. If you're running secondary objective and you take line breaker and you just sit down a volley gun in their deployment zone, they're gonna hate you. These models are really spotty, but thankfully I know most of the spottiness will not show up under normal lighting and it's mostly showing up. Yes, thankfully, a lot of the spottiness is where black is showing through, so nobody will notice that unless they're holding it in the same light I am. It'll just look really dark. Bumped my lamp. Like that. Power the only faction that get free Overwatch. I've heard that still doesn't really help them. enough. Yeah. Free Overwatch is something, but it's a bit too much. I am, in a way, using optical illusions to make this paint job look better than it is. A little more on the town insignia. Double check the insignia and some of the others. Yeah, he's got another one on his shoulder pad. This one also has it on its shoulder pad. Whoa. To the camera. This one does not. Okay. Have a good night, Gray. Okay. I'm going to say that's it for the suits for now. I might need to get... Oh, I got it on these two. I didn't get it on him. Shade brush. Shade brush. Shade brush, yes. I might need to get them off of their bases to do the basing I want. but I'm not really sure how to do that. Current character you want to play, don't have a campaign. Constantine Opal, a fire wizard who likes... Is it Constantine or Constantine, actually? Try to get a hobby knife under the feet and then pry them apart. Okay, good to know. I also baked more bread today. Good bread. Oh, hi, Inga. You getting up? Gotta give the cat a scratch. Good girl. Cool. So I want to use this for the fatigues on my guys as well. But I want to use more red for their... Events up here. There. Cool. I also got a dry brush, so I can use that. I'm going to use a little more Flesh Terror's armor on the guys inside here because they've got chest pieces and feet sees. What you looking at, Inga? She's being a goof. As usual. Let me get their hands They look like they've got gloves on. I don't really know how to paint the control panel. I'm not really going to try either. Now, I'm going to start working on these boys. A little more in here. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do quite the same amount of highlighting. But I am going to get their shoulder pads. That's too much. Actually, wait. I got Asteroth Red. And I got a dry brush. That's true. Yeah? Okay, just set them outside my door.
Okay, well, I kind of need this laundry basket.
Oh dear.
Huh?
I said, oh dear.
All right, here, I'll set them outside your door. I'll figure it out.
Okay, right, this is a dry brush. For this, I believe it's just take some on the brush, which is where, that's not it. This is a brand new brush. Where is it? That's my texture tool. Now, I would have definitely set it down on my desk. The question is, where did I set it down on my desk? Oh, medium dry. Here we are. Now, if I remember correctly, really push it into the brush so there's not too much left. That's beautiful. Should have used Riser Rust instead, though. So I've started rewatching Leverage again. Leverage is a really good show. It's like the best, one of my favorite examples of a five-man band in television. It's the group of thieves who all get together to right the wrongs done by corporations. It's a very good Highly recommend. I bought it. It's free to watch with ads on Amazon. I bought it because I watch it so much. It used to be on Netflix. I've watched the series, I think about... I've seen it in full 3 times, and I'm on my 4th watch through with Kelly because she hasn't seen it. It also has one of my favorite finales in television. It's so well done. Yeah, this guy's looking good. But yeah, such a good show. Highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. Yeah, it's a group of, horrible, like, the best at what they do criminals going around and righting wrongs. All led by an ex-insurance agent whose life was ruined by his former employer, who essentially killed his son because they wouldn't cover his cancer surgery. So he's got a vendetta against them. He's helping this group of criminals do the right thing. All the characters are amazing. Elliot is my boy. He's the best. He's the hitter of the group. Sorry, it's hard to talk and paint at the same time. Elliot is the hitter of the group. He is just great. He's such a good person. He's so fun. Kelly described him as a himbo, because there's an episode where he comes in horrible, like, mark on his cheek, and he goes like, and he's, oh no, and like everyone else is like looking at him during briefing. I think Sophie goes, well, what the hell happened to you? How the hell was I supposed to know it was a lesbian bar? He's such a himbo. He definitely did not mean anything bad by it, but also he's not always the brightest. I love him though. He's great. But really slather on all this red. Alright. I'll let him dry. I'll work on getting red on another. All the Pathfinders that I have right now were built with carbines, which I don't really run because I play kill team, so all of my Pathfinders get special weapons. But I did get the sprue, so I am gonna build another few rail rifle Pathfinders with the new box that I've got. I've got like 2 more rail rifles in the sprue from the set that I bought from my friend, and then I've got another 3 in the thing I got from the shop today. Although I think ion rifles are better in big 40k, so I'm also going to build a few of those. Got probably somewhere between a 500 and 1,000 point army. The trouble is that I don't think you get command points back for Outrider detachments, which is a bit rough. Okay. So 2 right. 3. Didn't overly sarcastic pod productions do a yes. They talked about it. Red is a big fan of Elliot, and yes, Red is absolutely correct about Elliot. The show is so good. More people need to watch it. It's getting a reboot / continuation soon. Not entirely sure how I feel about that. Cautiously optimistic, though, since Dean Devlin makes mostly good stuff. The Librarian movies were a big part of my childhood. I liked what I watched of The Librarians, but I didn't really finish watching it. The only not returning cast member is Timothy Hutton, who played Nate, because he's a sexual abuser. So good that he's not returning. But they got, Christian Kane's back as Elliot, all of the other people who I never actually learned the actors' names are back for Hardison and Parker. I'm excited. I know at the very least, it's going to be, at the very least, sort of fun. There's no way to completely mess it up, because they have a really great cast. They can only mostly mess it up if the writing is awful. Same people writing it? I think so. Code, the show is Leverage. Not really sure how I'm going to paint this thing. Doesn't really have a base. I guess I'll paint the top first, and then I'll paint the underside. Okay. As long as they don't actively make it bad, it won't suck. Yeah. Essentially. Which, you know, shows have done that before. Okay. Right. Dry brush. Give it a little more. Try to save as much of it as I can. Maybe even do it like that. Okay. Wait. There. Just get a tiny bit off. much, but okay. Cool. Some fire warriors. This one's a fire warrior too. Yeah. Fire warriors have the big shoulder thing. Yeah. He needs a... Yeah. I'm gonna set my Pathfinders aside. So I got this really cool little mini. I'll show you. Not gonna paint it tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna paint it. I like how it looks gray, honestly. Okay, here's another fire warrior. Pathfinder. Oh jeez, I still smell the spring tape on them. That's a commissar. But he is not ready to go. Do not have paints for him. Pathfinder. 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 Fire warrior. Pathfinder. Fire warrior. Fire warrior. Pathfinder. Pathfinder. Fire warrior. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should be 2 of each. 9. There should be 1 more fire warrior, or 1 more pathfinder and 2 more fire warriors somewhere. Uh-oh. That ain't good. At least I think. Or is it 10 models a box or 10? I don't know. Have a good one, Dakota. Just gonna get every single one of these. washed with red, and then washed with gray. Or washed with red, dry brushed, and then washed with gray. You can honestly get away with being really messy with your paints on these coatings, because you just paint over it. Don't matter. Have a good one, Logan. Yeah, I'm gonna call this soon. As soon as I get these guys finished. Probably not gonna do the drones tonight. I say finished, close enough to done that I'd put them on a table. Which means the red done, the gray done, the dry brushing. I still want to check some details, probably. Not gonna do the basing until later. Got work in the morning. First day of my new job. Finally ditching the horrible grocery store that I worked at. And starting somewhere new. battle ready but not parade ready. What red am I using? I'm using a Flesh Terror's red, Flesh Terror's armor contrast paint. So it doesn't need to be thinned because it is a shade and a base all in one. And I really like how it looks. It's got this nice dark color when it dries. It's the exact shade that I wanted. Glad I finally got one of these little mini holders. My hands still shake a lot, but helps to have a better grip. Push the red closer to the table. It's fine. I need it there to reach for quick use. It's not close to my hands either. Now, if a cat jumped up, maybe it'd get knocked off, but it's not very close to my hands. And it looks like blood when it dries. So I'm going to see about going downstairs and freaking out my parents. I'm an awful person. Yeah, I've already got the red out, so I'll just finish getting red on everything, including the Pathfinders. Pathfinders also have longer helmets, huh? I didn't notice that before. It's just going by the shoulder pad. Trying to decide what red, orange, turbo dork paint you should buy for some details on your War Master. I don't know. I think for red, orange, I've also got some corn red that's a bit lighter that I'm going to try and use for my lava. I'm not going to thin it because I want that kind of thick, goopy look, and I'm going to mix in some yellow around the edge. And then I'm going to make like a big kind of messy landscape for the troops to stand on next to it. I think my cat's going to pay attention to my dad. I hear him all the way up here. Okay. Maybe I should make a music playlist for these and put in like a Spotify link or something. I don't use Spotify, but like, I don't know, maybe it'd be good for that because it lets people sync up music playlists. Also gonna need some more primer for working on the others because I used up the last of my Chaos Black. I think I'm gonna stop using Citadel primers because they are $17 when I could get a $5 Krylon plastic primer in black. I've been told that apparently the Citadel stuff is not actually a primer, so save money and get a better paint. Army Painter has good primer. Yeah, but like, sort of like most major paint brands, they're not mini painting specific. few more. This one's got his rail rifle. Really excited to hit some people with this rail rifle. Okay. Wait. You might cry ground is lava. What is ground is lava? I'm not familiar. Hi again. Inga's back. She's being a goof. She generally knows. Whoa. Shit. Hey, Ink Baby. Hi. Can you move? Hi. Yes. Thank you. Inga. Hello. Did you see where my tiny man went? Okay. There's an old thing of Balthazar gold, huh? No, it doesn't look like it. Where? Oh, here's one. It's all dry. Any sign of the other? Probably gonna need a flashlight. Oh. I'm just filling my lap. I have 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm wondering if that 9th one that I just found may have been in my lap earlier and then why I could only find 8 of the 9. And it was! Found a missing Pathfinder. Wonder if I'll find a missing Fire Warrior the same way. Possibly. Move that out of the way. And okay. 2 more left to get the red on. Then I'm going to do the gray. Turbo Dork color shifting paint. Huh, that sounds neat. Is that a comfy spot? She really likes her spot. Hey, Riley. Your friend got some guard and painted a few of them camo. Was it well done camo, at least? Yeah. Okay, I'll be down in just a minute. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Dinner was my expected end point for tonight. I have to be up really early tomorrow because I gotta drive an hour to make it to my training. I have to leave the house. Well, less than an hour, but I'm calling it an hour so that I'm not late. To my training. And I'm going to have about a half an hour to drive to work every day. Well, not every day, but when they schedule me. And we'll see how my schedule is looking. I'm trying to keep a semi-normal schedule now. So I have been thinking about streaming Kill Team games more. I might mention this in the server. I've been thinking about doing semi-regular, maybe once a week, Kill Team streams, maybe big 40k streams, seeing if people around the server are interested in that. Possibly making some homebrews where things don't work for us as on the fly as we go to redevelop things, but not trying to, sit down and rebuild the game because that is a very frustrating task. Alright, that is the last of the red that I need tonight. Now I need to use that silicon gray. Actually, I just got called for dinner, and it's an hour to bed. I've been going for an hour and 30 minutes. So, or hour and 40 minutes, actually. I've got them all mostly painted. I might touch up the... How do these look? Whoa, my eyes were adjusting. But don't do... Note to self, don't do that again. Where's my... Here's my... Let's just get these. Maybe? No. I need to call it. I need to call it now, or I'm just going to keep going. That's it. This has been a good stream. I got a lot of work done on my painting. I'm definitely going to stream again sometime soon. I might do it tomorrow night. My training goes from 8:30 to 5 or 5:30. I can't remember which. I'll find out when I get there. And I'll see if the whole training is actually that long, or if that's just we'll do training between this time and then send you home. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, Code. Have a good night, Riley. Have a good night, anyone else who's still here. I hope to get more painting done on these soon.